The door opened without warmth. No hello. No hug, just my mother's flat voice as she turned away. You'll watch your brother's kids. We're leaving on a family trip. 10 hours of flights. 2 layovers, my neck stiff and cramped. Seats and regret. I stood there with my suitcase still in my hand. The cold air of my childhood home cutting deeper than the jet lag. My brother leaned against the wall, smirking. Don't wipe your nose on her, he told the kids. They laughed heavy. One of them like I was furniture, like I was hired help. I smiled, I said one sentence. And that's when everything exploded. But let me slow this down because this wasn't the beginning, this was the payoff. I used to believe family was the one place betrayal couldn't survive. I was wrong years ago. When my father died, I stayed. I handled hospital paperwork. I covered bills when money disappeared. I left my city, paused my career, and became the dependable one, the invisible one, the one who never complained. My brother learned how to use charm like a weapon. I learned how to clean up after him. When I finally left and built something of my own, they called me selfish. When I succeeded, they called it luck. Still, when my mom called crying before the holidays, begging me to come home, I booked the flight without thinking. Because some part of me was still stupidly loyal, the betrayal didn't come crashing in, it crept. Missed calls that were never returned, family group chats where plans happened without me, my name used as a solution, never a question. Then there was the email, a forwarded itinerary sent by mistake, a family trip, first-class flights, a 5-star resort, my name wasn't on it. What was there was a note. Good thing she's free to watch the kids. I stared at my phone until my hands stopped shaking. I didn't cry. That chapter of my life was already closed. That's when I started planning. I reread documents I'd signed years ago without much thought, estate papers, power of attorney forms, old agreements my father trusted me with because I was a responsible one. Turns out responsibility comes with leverage. I made quiet calls to lawyers, to banks, to a travel agency that confirmed something interesting. The trip had been paid for using an account. My brother didn't legally control an account still under my authorization. I didn't stop it right away. I waited because timing matters. Back in the doorway, my brother was still smiling. My mom was halfway down the hall, shouting instructions about diapers and feeding schedules. I set my suitcase down gently. I won't be babysitting, I said. Silence. My mother froze. My brother laughed again. You don't have a choice. I looked at him calmly. You already checked in, right? His smile cracked just slightly. I canceled everything, I said. Flights, hotel, transfers. My mother's mouth fell open. No, you didn't. I met her eyes. I also froze the account you used to pay for it. The room erupted, shouting, accusations, my name thrown around like a curse. My brother stepped toward me, his voice low and shaking. You can't do this. I tilted my head. I already did. They tried threats first, then guilt. My mother whispered like I might explode. Think about the children. I smiled again. I am. Then I said the one thing I've been saving. I know you changed the will after Dad died, I said quietly. I know you thought I wouldn't notice. My brother went pale. I didn't stop you, I added. I documented everything. I slid a folder onto the table, legal letters, bank records, signatures that didn't match. You took my place, I said. But you were careless. The police didn't come that night. They didn't need to. The damage was already done within days. My brother lost access to everything. The investigation followed, quiet, precise, unavoidable. My mother stopped calling. I left that house the same night. No shouting, no tears. Just the sound of the door closing behind me. On the flight home, I watched the city lights fade beneath the clouds and felt something new. Relief. Not because I'd won, but because I finally stopped losing myself for people who never truly saw me. Justice doesn't always shout. Sometimes it smiles and lets the truth do the talking.